السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ معاكم مستر صلاح ابراهيم. وزي ما قلت لكم في فيديو السيلابس ان احنا هنشرح في سلسلة الفيديوهات دي Egyptian Science Curriculum for Prep 3، وان شاء الله هيكون في سلسلة فيديوهات تانية هنشرح فيها الاي جي سيستم. هنختار كوريكولم واحد بس، يا اما التشيك بوينت او الكولينز كامبريدج. وقبل ما نبتدي هقول تاني النقطة المهمة جدا ان معظم الشرح هيكون بالانجلش في الفيديوهات دي، وده لاسباب كتير انا قلت اهمها في فيديو السيلابس اللي فات. قبل ما نبتدي حابب اوضح لكم كذا حاجه كده. ثيرد بريب سنه جميله جدا وسهله، متقلقوش منها وان شاء الله تعدي على خير، بس هي مهمه جدا ولازم نديها حقها، وان شاء الله كل واحد فيكم يحقق حلمه ويكون اللي هو عايزه باذن الله. بالنسبه بقى للساينس، فالساينس السنه دي هيكون جميل جدا ومفيش اي عيب عليكم وانتوا بتذاكروه او اي ملل. الموضوع هيكون لطيف جدا معاكم وان شاء الله هتلاقوا الموضوع بسيط جدا. So let's start. We're gonna learn the first lesson and the first unit. It's called motion in one direction. This is Muhammad Salah. His position is on A, and this is a ball. Its position on B. If Muhammad Salah wanted to kick this ball, he has to move from A to B. So he has changed his position from A to B, like this. Now we can say Muhammad Salah made a movement or made a motion, and this is the concept of motion. It is the change of object, location or position according to another object. Now it's easy, it's the change of object, location or position. Muhammad Salah did. Muhammad Salah changed his position from A to B. That's right, it's easy. But what is the meaning of according to the location of another object? The location of another object, it's us, like now, because we are the observers. So Muhammad Salah changed his position from A to B. So Muhammad Salah made a motion or made a movement. Okay, let's talk more about the simplest type of motion. The simplest type of motion, of course, it's motion in a straight line in one direction. Maybe forward, maybe backward, it doesn't matter, but the important thing, it's motion in one direction. And this is the name of our lesson today, it's motion in one direction. So the simplest type of motion, it's a motion in a straight line in one direction, like the motion of the subway or the metro or the train, like this motion, maybe forward or backward. Okay. The speed. The concept of the speed, we use it to describe or measure the movement of objects. Like what? In the previous example, Muhammad Salah wanted to kick this ball. So Muhammad Salah has to move from A to B. If we want to measure his speed, we have to know two things. The first one, the distance that Muhammad Salah covered, and the time that taken to cover this distance. So let's measure it. Look at here, we have a stopwatch here, yes, for 5 seconds and 50 meters. So the distance here it's 50 meters and the stopwatch read 5 seconds. If we want calculate his speed, we have to know this important mathematical relation. I know all of you know this. V equal D over T. V, it's a symbol of velocity, and D, it's a symbol of distance, and T, it is a symbol of time. So if we wanna calculate the speed, we have this relation, distance over time. So Muhammad's speed here, it's 10, yes, excellent, 10 meters per second, because the distance here is 50 meters and the time is 5 seconds. It will produce 10 meters per second. So the definition of speed is the distance moved through a unit time. And the measuring unit of speed is meter per second or kilometer per hour. Of course we know it because the law of speed is distance over time, and the measuring unit of distance is excellent meter or kilometer, and the measuring unit of time is second or hour. So the measuring unit of speed is meter per second or kilometer per hour. So when object cover a distance, look at here. Do you see this triangle with the yellow color? It's called delta. So delta, it's mean a change. Delta D, it mean the change that happened to the distance. And delta T, it's the change that happened to the time. So if we want to calculate the speed of this object, it will be speed equal distance over time, or delta D over delta T. I hope you all get the meaning of delta. It means the change that happened in this quantity. So delta D, it means the change to happen in the distance, and delta T, it means the change that happened in the time. Now let's know more about the speed. We have three types of speed. The first one, it's uniform speed or regular speed. The second one is non-uniform speed or irregular speed. The last one is relative speed. In this video we're gonna learn the uniform speed, and the next video we will know the non-uniform speed and relative speed. Okay, there is an example here, the speedometer. Look at here. The speedometer is an equipment or a tool that we use to measure the speed of the car. So if the speedometer read 70, it means the car speed is 70 kilometers. Okay, we have two cases. The first one, if the reading stay constant during the travel, it means if the speed is still 70 kilometers per hour, we can say the car moves at regular speed or uniform speed. But if the reading of the speedometer changed, or if the speed of the car changed, we can say the car moves at non-uniform speed, because the speed is changed, doesn't constant. Let's know more about the regular speed. The definition of regular speed is when the object covers equal distance in equal periods of time. What is this? What that mean? Look at here. We have an example here. This car has 4 points, O, A, B, and C. So the car starts moving from here. So the car starts its motion from O until C. Now let's measure the distance between each 2 points. First, between O and A. The car starts from 0 meters to 4 meters. So the distance will be 4 meters. And let's measure the distance between A and B. Between A and B, it will be also 4 meters, because it starts from 4 meters until 8 meters. So it will be 4 meters also. And also between B and C, also 4 meters. So the car, the object, cover equal distance. That's right, it's also 4 meters in each time. So the car covers equal distance in equal periods of time, because between each 2 points we have 2 seconds. The time that car take to cover 4 meters is 2 seconds in each between 2 points. So the car cover equal distance in equal times. So the car, it's move with regular speed. How? To tell you how, let's calculate the speed between each point. Between O and A, the law of speed is V equal D over T. So the speed between O and A is 4 over 2, because the distance here is 4 and the time is 2. So the speed is 2 meters per second. Okay, between A and B also it will be 2 meters per second. Also between B and C it will be 2 meters per second, so the speed is constant, it doesn't change, so it's uniform speed or regular speed. Of course it's difficult to achieve the uniform speed in the real life because many reasons, like traffic, like move in a curved line, so all of these resist the movement with a regular speed. So most moving objects move with irregular speed, and we will know it in the next video, as I said. Let's take a problem. Here he said calculate the distance by meters, not by kilometers, covered by an object moves at regular speed is 240 km per hour during 2 hours. First, the most important thing, you have to write the given. First, the given here is the distance. He told me calculate the distance, so we didn't know the distance, but he want the distance by meters, not by kilometers. It's a very important note. The second given is the time. The time is 2 hours. The third given is the speed, 240 kilometers. We know that the law of speed is distance over time, so we can calculate the distance here by this relation v by time. So it will be v here 240 and the time is 2 hours, so the distance will be 480 kilometers. But he told me he need the distance by meters, so we have to convert this result to meters by multiplying it by 1000, like this. So the final result is 480,000 meters. Now we finished this part. In the next video we're gonna learn more about the irregular speed and the relative speed. اتمنى اكون فدتكم، ولو عوزتوا اي سؤال ياريت تكتبوها في الكومنتس تحت وانا ان شاء الله هرد عليكم. اشوفكم على خير في الفيديو اللي جاي.